I know basketball recruiting is probably different, but we talked to the football coaches at UVA and Tech, and even over at Richmond a little bit about this. How important is it for you as a staff to keep a lot of the 804 and the 757 guys closer to home? And can signing a guy from Newport News help in that regard and maybe refresh their memory that VCU is a viable option for kids where it might not have been in the past?
Yeah, no, I think for sure, you want to take care of what you call your home base, right? And we've always tried to do that in recruiting, no matter where we've been. Certainly Utah State was a good example of that when I was recruiting at Virginia Tech. Certainly that was, a factor trying to go down to the 757, and that's a long way. I think that's one of the advantages of VCU. Is the ability to touch, these areas, so quickly, right? A lot of times they have to drive through here to get to other places, right? And when you're able to get them to stop and take visits here, take time to come here and visit, and it's easier for certain kids that are around here. Certainly, Newport News, where he is, it's an hour and 5 minutes to Silas's house, and so. Long term for a kid like that, that's a big deal, and when he and others, see the facilities that we have here and the infrastructure that's in place, the commitment, right? That's the word that I would use, to having a first-class basketball program. Why wouldn't you take a look here? Especially when it's in your backyard.
And he's already played here. He's already won here.
Yeah, he's won championships here. And so I think that's certainly a philosophy, a major part of our recruiting. But you can't bring every great player here. Like there's going to be guys that go to other places, and that's natural. Some of it's fit, some of it's style, some of it's need, right? And it's not exact. And you kind of have to fight the fight there. But we're really confident in the product that we have. We're really confident in the way that these guys are going to be treated when they're here, most importantly, because facilities are facilities. It's a lot more than that, right? Do they see themselves developing, at your place? Can they see a vision, for where they could go? And then also, it's, getting folks to understand that you can do it from VCU. It's been done, right, here. And what I mean by that is winning, because that's the number one thing. And then, for guys, they all come to our level. They want to play in the pros, on some level, obviously the main level, right? And it's been done, here, many a time. And so we want to try to continue that trend.
You've touched on this already, but Coach Welsh runs a heck of a program at Woodside. We watched him win a state title, Silas, here last year. What does it do for program culture when you bring kids in with that winning pedigree and they come from a championship program?
Yeah, I think you always want to try to find guys that have experienced winning at a high level. I mean, that was one of the things that we had at UMBC, which nobody really knew, because when I took that job, it was in a bad place, kind of a hopeless place at that particular time. But when I first went in there and had meetings with these guys and began to get to know the players, it was evident that each of the guys, in addition to the staff, had all won, championships at other places, right? Be it high school, be it AAU, be it coaching, at different levels, the staff. And so our whole thing was, okay, well, you've sensed it, you felt it, right? And you know what you had to do to win, in terms of being a part of a team and how that looked. And obviously all are created equal, but our job was to do it together now. And, I think anytime you can find guys that have, won at a high level, be it AAU or high school or junior college or prep school, internationally, you know, it certainly is positive because they understand the value and of competing to win, and you're going to have to go through hard things, and so then it just becomes, you know, the transition is a little bit easier because of that.
Furman defensively has looked much improved